Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. So here, what we discussed earlier, and it is just a quick remind, like what is Citrix? As I already told you, it is a company which is located in US, Florida. Okay, and the major products for Citrix is Janap and Gen Desktop. Earlier, those were named as Janap and Gen Desktop, but now they guys have renamed them to Virtual Apps and Desktop. Correct.
Best. Correct, sir.
So if someone talk about Gen Desktop, that means that particular person is talking about the virtual desktop. Got it? Please do not get confused in that. Okay.
Yeah, hi
Yes, sir.
Mahesh. Deepak joined.
Sorry, Deepak. Actually, as I told you earlier, I was suffering from some health issues. So I have
I
one.
know so that's why I'm not bothered you.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for your message. Okay,
yeah,
I
correct.
not
So,
bother you in these days, right?
correct. So right now I'm feeling some good, and we have a newcomer in the queue. Like
Okay.
his
Okay.
name is also Deepak. Actually, correct?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that
Okay. So
because
Yeah, hi, Deepak.
I think in nowadays Deepak is surrounding everywhere with you, right?
yeah, actually, I'm little bit confused. Sometime whenever I revert to him, so
Okay.
when I seen the messages like I am having two or three Deepak, so I confuse like किसके लिए call schedule किया है kind of things because I never saved the contact numbers in my mobile.
Yeah.
I
So my
always
name is Deepak Singh. I don't know what is the title of the other person with you.
Nice,
uh,
So
Chaudhary. Deepak Chaudhary, sir.
so that is the difference. So you can say like that Chaudhary and Singh.
correct. So basically, he's from Jabalpur, Deepak Chaudhary.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
he has got some
Mahesh,
of.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Mahesh, I'll have to. I'm going for just 1 minute when someone is waiting outside. So
Yeah,
I'll
no
back
issue.
in two
It is
minutes.
just the
Okay.
introduction part for him. So
Sure. Sure. Sure.
anyway,
Sure.
you
You
can
can
mute.
start.
You can mute, and I will uh, train him. Okay. Okay. So in the earlier session, what we have done, like I already explained that a flow chart, correct to you. Is
Yes,
there
sir.
any doubt in that? Like, just forget about the core components. That all those topics I will let you know in the details in upcoming sessions. Okay. And
Okay.
I just explained you the overview, correct, for this.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So I hope you will be able to identify like from the left side, it's the end user devices, then the firewall, then the delivery controller, and with delivery controller, we have connected few core components like storefront, studio, director, license server, then our hypervisor, Active Directory for user authentication, and
Uh,
SQL server for database. Correct?
yeah. So can you explain me this Citrix workflow chart in your words,
So I'm
or can
explaining
we
in my words
discuss
only,
about
na?
it later?
Look.
Like how does connection flow in this diagram?
Okay, so let me add the
If you think fine,
pointer.
otherwise we can talk it about later. If you
No, 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 that is not a big deal for me. Okay, so just suppose I'm talking about the right from the firewall, like this area. Okay, this area
okay,
is our data center, correct? All the virtual
okay,
machines which we will be published, all those virtual machines will get hosted in this data center only, correct? Data center, it could be
yes,
a public, private, or hybrid. Okay. If you have ever heard about
yes,
the data center, so we have three types of data center, correct? Public one is public, like Google, Amazon, like anyone can access the virtual machines. Okay. For the same, you have to take
okay,
some subscription, correct?
okay,
And private data centers are like, means we have few MNCs, the banking sector and all those companies, like, they guys will never prefer to put their data on public platform, correct? So in that case, what they will do, they will create their own data center, correct? All the servers and virtual machines are hosted in that particular data center, and only their employees or their clients or their users will be able to access those infra. Got it?
in private cloud.
Private cloud, correct.
Okay.
And if we talk about
Yes.
the hybrid cloud, so in the hybrid cloud, what happens? It's a combination of public and public and private both, correct? Like if
Okay.
we have any open application, those applications can be hosted on public platform, but if there is something relevant to security, those things will get hosted on
Mhm.
private. Correct? So it's a
Private.
kind of
Okay.
combination.
Some of
So
things in the hybrid we will
hmm,
host in some of the things in the public, and some of the thing we will host in the private for the security purpose.
correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Okay.
these are the type
Yes.
of like data centers. Okay. And if
Yes.
we talk about, if we are talking about the virtualization, then for sure we are talking
Yes.
about the sorry, if
Not.
we are talking about the virtualization, that means we are talking about the data centers only. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so as I already told you, this is the from the left side, this is end user
Yes.
computer like laptop. It could be a laptop, it could be a desktop, whatever it is. Okay.
Yes.
From that
Okay.
particular laptop or desktop, what user have to do? User have to open our storefront URL.
Yeah.
Okay. What is
Yes.
URL? It is
Yes.
a kind of web page that we will create on delivery controller. Okay. Because if
Yes.
you want to access something, you need some web address, correct? If you want to access
Yeah.
Google,
Yes.
that means you have to type www.google.com, correct? But if
Correct,
we
sir.
are accessing like if we are accessing our office infra, in that case what we will do, we will have to type the URL of our office, correct?
Yes. Yes. Sir.
URL could be anything, we can modify the URL as per our requirement, correct? Just suppose
Yeah.
if you are
Sure. Sure.
working in TCS, then a URL it could be a byod.tcs.com or whatever it is, correct?
Correct, sir.
So that is not a big deal. So when a user type that particular URL into the web browser could be a Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or any other version, Firefox, it could be okay, anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when
Okay, sir.
user type the URL, the storefront URL, okay, storefront is nothing. It is just a web page, okay.
Okay, sir.
So first user has to type a web page, then on that particular web page, user will get some details to fill out like username and password, correct? So
Correct, sir.
when user enters the username and password, that particular request will go to the delivery controller. Then from the delivery controller, that particular request will hit the Active Directory for authentication, like those credentials are correct or not. Okay. I hope you have some idea
Okay.
about Active Directory. What is Active Directory? Could you please explain to me if you have any idea?
Yes, sir. Active Directory is that in which is used to manage the users, computers, and printers, scanners information in the network. Is to through which we can manage and store the users information in a network, sir.
Hmm.
It is a Microsoft product.
And what about the authentication part? Like if someone have to log in
Authentication.
into your computer with the domain credentials, okay, in that case, it the basic task for Active Directory is for user authentication only. Just forget about the groups and computers and all those things. We can manage
Yes.
for sure, but the basic task for Active Directory is for authentication. Okay,
Okay, sir.
like with the help of Active Directory console, we can easily change, reset, or delete users' passwords. Correct? We can do all
Okay.
kind of
Yes.
stuff. Okay, so anyway, uh, once that particular request reaches the Active Directory, okay, so it will get authenticated. If passwords and username are found valid, then again that particular request will go back to delivery controller. Then from the delivery controller, the request again go to the storefront server, and with an with an like with a result like successful authentication.
Yes, sir.
So when user click on log on or sign on, whatever the option available on the web page, okay,
Yes.
after that
Yes.
user will get all the virtual machines, okay, which we have published to user. It could be a Windows 10 machine, 8 machine, 9 machine, any version, correct?
Yes, sir.
So whatever the application or desktop we will publish, all those will listed over there after the successful authentication. Okay. And coming to the
Yes.
Studio Director and License Server, so these are the core components. Citrix Studio, it is a GUI console. With the help of that particular console, what we will do, we will easily manage the virtual machines which are hosted into our hypervisor. Okay. So what is
Yes.
hypervisor? My next question is that. Do you have any idea? What is hypervisor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hypervisor. It is a kind of software, uh,
It
kind of
is a software.
hardware or software. Ji, sir.
It is a software.
Uh, yes, sir. It can be basically hypervisor is comes with the two forms with the in the form of software and hardware. So we can say it is a kind of hardware and software in which with the help of which we can create the virtual machine and host on it.
Hardware is a different thing, and software is a different thing. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So
Hardware like sir like uh, uh, there is a dedicated hypervisor hardware in the
hypervisor,
organization.
buddy, listen.
Okay.
Hypervisor is not the hardware. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Look, just suppose you have one hardware, correct? Whatever it is,
Okay.
i7, i9, and server, whatever hardware you have. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
actually, basically, hypervisor, what we will do, we will install one operating system as a hypervisor on the physical hardware. Got it? Then,
Yes, sir.
after that operating system, we will be able to easily manage the resources what we have on that particular hardware. Just suppose if you have 32 GB of RAM on that particular hardware, with the help of
Yes.
hypervisor as an operating system, you will be able to create virtual machines till you can utilize the 32 GB of RAM. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is the basic definition of hypervisor, and we have two kind of hypervisor like type 1 and type 2. So right now I'm not going to explain all those things. I have already created a separate video on hypervisors like bare metals and other kind of hypervisors which is available. Okay. So I have already
Yes.
created those things. So I will explain those things to you in upcoming session or in any free time. Okay. Or with
Yeah.
practicals. Okay. Whenever we
Yes, sir.
will install the hypervisors, on that time I will let you know what is hypervisor. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So coming to the director, actually, basically director is nothing. A Citrix director is a tool which is act as an for troubleshooting perspective, we will use the Citrix director. Okay. With the help of Citrix
Yes.
director console, you will be able to take a remote console of end user virtual machines. Okay. And you can easily troubleshoot the things like if you are getting one ticket, like my virtual machine is not working, if any user are reporting such kind of thing, you can easily fix all those issues with the help of Citrix director console. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And what is license server? License is something which is relevant to license, correct? So
Yes, sir.
it is something with the help of license server, you will be easily able to you will be able to manage the license of all the virtual machines.
Uh,
Correct?
virtual
Any doubts
machine.
so
Yes, sir.
far?
What, sir?
Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Sorry, actually my voice is quite heavy today just because of cold and fever. So that is the only reason.
Not an issue.
Okay.
No, 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 not an issue. Fine, sir.
So further, I have explained you that I have divided that particular session, particular series into 10 segments. Correct? We have already
Yes,
discussed
sir.
these things, and right now we are discussing this one only, the first one. Okay. And
Okay, okay.
from second session, what we have to do, we have to install and configure the delivery controllers and other core components. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
then we have to install hypervisor, then we have to create gen desktop site, then we have to install virtual delivery agents, we have to create machine catalogs,
Yes, sir.
delivery groups.
Got it.
And in the eighth session, what we will do, we will create one storefront server. Basically, it will be a web page or URL for end users. Okay. In the ninth
Yes, sir.
one, what we have to do, we have to test our deployment. And in the tenth, we will troubleshoot and we will plan for backup things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now,
So,
this
yes,
is
sir.
the infra that I have shown to you. So I hope you have
Yes, sir.
created some of the virtual machines like domain controller, what I have explained to you earlier. Have you
Yeah,
created
yes,
that
sir.
infra?
Yes, sir. I have installed two VM. Actually, I have many times created who try to hold the info, but again and again deployed and remove again,
Why?
because
What is the reason?
uh, first time I when I deployed, so at that time, sir, I've deployed that infra in the VMware 15 Pro, which was asking for the license.
Mm-hmm.
So I was worried about that. After 7 days, my license will go expire. So like all the infra will be get removed or not. So because of that, but right now I have installed the VMware 15 Pro, and I have uh, some and I have submit there with the
Mm-hmm.
uh, license key from the Google, and now like a expire key I have submit there. So I have like a expired version of VMware 15 Pro, and I have hosted there two VM, created there two VM. For the one is for DC, and what other one is for the DDC.
Okay.
So yes, sir.
Anyway, just let me stop sharing my screen, and now I want you
May
to
I share?
share your screen. So for the same, I have to make you host. Which one is your name?
Yes.
This one or this one?
Deepak Chaudhary, sir.
DIPAK or DWPAK?
DEEPAK.
Okay. So I have make you the host. Okay. Now just share your
Yes, sir.
screen. Okay.
Yes, sir. I've shared. Is it visual?
Not
Okay.
at to me.
Not will be visual.
And now it is visible. Just minimize the things. Hmm.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it seems sounds good. It's like you are running on Windows 11. Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Open the VMware Workstation Pro. You have created DC
So,
and DDC, correct?
yes, sir.
And what about the Win10 machine? Just power it on. Both the machines power it on. So right now, what error you are exactly getting? Like
Actually,
virtual
I'm not
machine?
able to join DDC with the DC.
Yeah, it is
I
a part
joined
of
on
net,
new.
buddy. This comes under the networking part. Okay. So there are
Yes.
some basic network troubleshootings. Okay, that I will let you know. Like I'm
But
pretty
actually, I
sure.
have understand, try to connect it from the YouTube. I see many video, but I'm not able to solve this issue.
No,
I'm not able to
if
understand where I'm
if
getting
those videos
issue.
will work for you, you will not be here with me, correct?
Yeah, yes, sure, sir.
Because
That's why
90% of videos
I
are
have
not
came here.
kind of things, correct? So anyway,
Yes,
I will let you know how to do that. Just log
yes, sir.
into both machines right away. Give me a moment, buddy. I'm getting one call on my cell phone. Okay, I'm
Okay, okay,
putting
no
you on
problem.
mute.
Please
Okay.
take. Sure, sure.
Yeah, buddy, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible, sir.
Okay,
So
so
actually, I was thinking that may I start it like with you? May I start with by creating with the new virtual machine,
no, no,
and
no, no,
step by
no,
step
no,
I
no, no, no,
do
no.
all things.
I'm not going to entertain this actually. It's a basic task. Means as an IT person, you should be able to create some virtual machines, na buddy. I can help you out, but
Yeah,
that particular session will go more than 2 or 3 hours. Correct. So right now
okay,
I'm not into that situation. Correct. So just go to your DDC.
DDC, sir.
Yeah.
But here I have already installed the roles here only,
Open the server manager.
but not configured the DSCP and DNS.
I will take care. Okay. So first listen. Okay. What I'm telling. Just click on the local server. Show me the IP address.
Mm,
Ethernet 0. Click on the Ethernet 0. Do right click on the status. Yeah. You can open the property. Hmm. Perfect. Means you have given static IP address to your domain controller, which is not good. Got it?
yes, sir.
So now open command prompt. Okay, do not open the command prompt. Just do right click on that network adapter and click on the status. Cancel it, close it, cancel it, na?
Mm,
Cancel it.
yes, sir. Okay.
Do right click, click on the status and click on the details. What is the IP address you are getting here? 192.168.217.136. Close it, again close it. Go to the file on your VMware workstation. Click on edit, sorry, not file, click on edit. Click on edit,
Uh,
the
Edit. Okay.
second
This is edit.
virtual network editor. Then click on change settings
Mm,
in the right flow,
this.
change settings.
Oh, where change
Buddy, in
setting.
the right, just above the help. Give me the controls. I
Okay.
will,
This,
yeah,
this is this is
yeah,
this is okay. I got.
open this. Now, select the first, second one, host only. Then here, uncheck this box like you use local DSCP service to distribute IP address. The last one, uncheck this. And now here in the subnet IP, please enter 192.168.135. Just replace 135.10. Okay.
135 here, sir.
Replace it
135
with 10, 10. Just enter 10.0. Perfect.
10.0. Okay.
And now everything looks fine. Click on the second adapter, which is net. Click on
Sub,
apply first. Click on
yes.
apply first. Click on apply first. Not there. Click on apply first.
Yes.
Now from the top, click on VMnet 8, the third one. Yeah. And here just replace 217 with 20. So in that way you will be easily able to manage the IP addresses. Okay. Just click apply, click OK. Go to your domain controller. Now open the network adapter. Close it, close it. Open the network adapter. Click on Ethernet 0. Click on Ethernet 0 on the center of the screen. Yeah. Do right click. Click on the properties. Click on IPv4.
Uncheck this IPv4 6.
Open IPv4. Double click properties. Yeah. Now you enter one static IP address, that is 192.168.10.100. Okay. 10.100, not 101.
10.100.
Subnet will be automatically there. Now enter the gateway 10.2.
192.
168.10.2. Perfect. Into the preferred DNS, enter the IP address, which is 10.100.
Here, sir.
Yeah. Remove each and everything here and enter 192.168.10.100.
Close it, sir.
Perfect. Now do right click on DC. Not here.
DC.
Into your VMware Workstation Pro. Do right click into the settings. Settings, the last one. Select the network adapter and make it host only. Click on the host only.
Mm,
Host only. Select
Make it.
the second option.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Click OK. Perfect. Same you have to do with DDC. Do right click on DDC.
Okay.
Just do right click over there. You do not have to log in. Okay. Just do right click into the property. Make network adapter as a host only. Okay. So what we are doing, we are actually configuring the network as per our requirement. Okay. But these are the basic networking tasks and I will explain you. For the same, we have to dig into the networking part, which I do not want right now. Okay. So now
Yes.
what you have to do, just open the DSCP scope, what you have created. Click on DSCP, do right click and click on the DSCP manager, maximize this, expand it from the left side, click on IPv4, do right click on IPv4, new scope, then click on next. नेम एनी, अपना नाम डाल दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। क्लिक ऑन नेक्स्ट। Start IP address, it could be a 10.50 to 10.99. Okay, enter the IP address
Mm,
192.168.10.50.
2.168.10.50, sir. 15.
Yeah, no, 50, it's 50.
Should I always get confused with 15 and 50
And
in
the
English?
and ending IP, it
The,
could be 99. Okay,
yes,
means
sir.
what we will do, we will allocate IP addresses from DSCP server within the range
Yes,
from
sir.
50 to 99. Okay,
Yes,
click
sir.
on next. Click on next. Nothing to do. Click on next. Again next. Again next. Again next. Again next. Yes, next. Finish it. Now just open the network adapter in DC. Open server manager. Open network adapter.
Yes, sir.
Open it. Do right click. Disable and enable it. Disable it. Now enable it. Wait for it.
Identify.
Perfect. Now go to the DDC and log in over there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Okay. So now your DDC is getting IP address from your DSCP scope. Just check the IP address. It should be 10 dot.
Here, what should be? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Here, yes, should be, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Now click on the local server. Then select the network adapter, Ethernet 0, and check the
Yes.
IP address what it is getting. Click on status and details.
Yes,
It
in
should be
details.
10.50. Correct. That
Yes,
means
sir.
your
Correct.
this machine is getting IP address from the DSCP scope which we have created. Got it?
But sir, how it is getting? Actually, we didn't do anything with this. So
We have did
actually, we have
everything, buddy. We have did everything. How you are telling that we
uh,
have done nothing like? We have
means
reconfigured
sir
the
हमने तो
network, na?
डीसी पर वर्क किया है तो डीडीसी में तो कैसे हो गया?
तो डीएससीपी स्कोप का क्या काम होता है कि जितने भी सिस्टम्स या मशीन्स हैं नेटवर्क में उनको आईपी एड्रेस एलोकेट करना, करेक्ट? सो
यस
हमने क्या किया, हमने एक डीएससीपी स्कोप क्रिएट किया इन डिलीवरी सॉरी डोमेन कंट्रोलर, करेक्ट? एंड उस डीएससीपी
से
स्कोप
डीसी।
से डीडीसी को आईपी एड्रेस मिल रहा है, दैट इज फाइन, करेक्ट? सो नाउ
अच्छा, यहाँ पे एक स्कोप क्रिएट किया, यहाँ से वो ये अपन को यहाँ पे ये मिल रहा है ना सर?
हाँ,
मिल मिल
और
रहा
मैंने दोनों का नेटवर्क एडाप्टर सेम करा दिया, लाइक होस्ट ओनली, गॉट इट? लाइक
है। अच्छा अच्छा।
अगर दो पीसी कनेक्ट करोगे सेम राउटर से तो ही उनको आईपी कम्युनिकेट कर पाएंगे ना। अगर एक भोपाल में लगाओगे एक इंदौर में लगाओगे विदाउट एनी केबल तो कनेक्शन नहीं हो पाएगा ना।
अच्छा 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 जी सर।
सो बेसिक नेटवर्किंग पार्ट है, इसके लिए मैं अलग से कभी क्लास शेड्यूल कर लूंगा कि हमने एक्चुअल में क्या किया है। ओके, अभी मेरी हालत
यस।
थोड़ी डाउन है तो अभी मैं इतना एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाऊंगा ये, क्योंकि ये अलग ही एक सेपरेट टॉपिक हो जाएगा एक्चुअली। ओके,
नॉट एन इश्यू सर।
सो नाउ ओपन एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी यूजर्स एंड कंप्यूटर्स, क्लिक ऑन द
ये
टूल।
डीसी में ना?
हाँ, डीसी में क्लिक ऑन द टूल्स, Active Directory users and computers. Alpha is an administrator user or standard user.
डोंट नो सर, मैंने ऐसे ही क्रिएट किया था इसे।
ठीक है। डू राइट क्लिक ऑन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, डू राइट क्लिक ऑन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, click on copy
कॉपी।
and create one user like Citrix admin. Name, first name Citrix, second name it should be admin. Okay.
मुझे लगता है शायद मैंने इसका किया था सर अपने नाम से, दीपक करके
So
पहले भी।
Deepak, okay. So do right click on Deepak and show me the properties.
अच्छा हाँ, ये है ना।
Do right click and show me the properties. Click on the member of.
मेंबर ऑफ।
Okay, it is a member of administrator. Oh, perfect. Click on cancel it. Go to the DDC. Now try to join DDC into the domain. Okay.
सर मतलब कि जब ये बनाते हैं तो मतलब एक मतलब एक अलग से अकाउंट बनाना पड़ता है क्या? जरूरी रहता है मतलब आपके नए नाम का एडमिन के अलावा?
नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एक्चुअली, बट जो बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस होती है इन द मार्केट उसमें हम कभी भी डिफॉल्ट यूजर नेम यूज नहीं करते हैं। हम डिफॉल्ट यूजर नेम जो
अच्छा।
होता है ना उसको हम डिसेबल कर देते हैं फॉर सिक्योरिटी पर्पस। अदरवाइज सबको पता है रूट या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर ही हुआ करेक्ट। तो जो हैकर्स होते हैं वो हमेशा डिफॉल्ट यूजर नेम को पिक करते हैं, तो इसलिए हम डिफॉल्ट यूजर नेम को डिसेबल कर देते हैं ऑलवेज।
ओके, आई सी। यस सर, आई गेट इट। सो हियर फ्रॉम हियर आई हैव टू जॉइन डोमेन ना सर?
यस, रीनेम कंप्यूटर नेम टू डीडीसी एंड एंटर योर डोमेन, देन क्लिक ओके।
यूजर नेम सर, ये डीडीसी का यूजर नेम डालना है ना आई थिंक?
नहीं, एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी का डालोगे ना।
अच्छा, एडी का।
अरे द वन
अच्छा
दीपक।
वही जो।
हाँ दीपक एंड पासवर्ड डाल दो उसका।
अच्छा यस सर। वाह सर, इट्स जॉइंट फाइनली। दैट इज गुड न्यूज़।
रीस्टार्ट इट।
And so like if we create any Windows 10 machine and if we have to join that machine from the DC, so what we have to do with that as well? The same thing we'll have to do with that as well. So,
Correct. Okay, so I think your DDC is now joined into the domain. So have you download those ISO files which I told you?
which ISO sir?
Citrix virtual apps and desktop.
Yes, I have some of the ISO files.
Hmm.
This is ISO file 210
Okay, so this,
9
yeah,
करके
correct.
है
This
एक।
will work, and you do not have ISO for hypervisor, correct? So that I will share with you. Okay. So, buddy, uh, in the next session, we will learn how to install that ISO file on DDC, correct? The core components of the rest of, because right now I'm so tired and this is too much for me for today actually. Okay. So just try to understand, and we will continue in the early morning, somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning or in the afternoon. Okay.
So tomorrow we'll connect definitely sir.
Yeah, tomorrow we will connect. Okay. So right now I have to take some medicines, okay, and then I will
Yeah.
sleep. Okay.
And so for till then, you tell me that what ISO, what the remaining I have to download
Nothing. You have
those.
nothing to download. I will share one OneDrive link to you over there. I have already downloaded that ISO file, and the size will be somewhere
Yeah.
around 800 MB only, so you can easily download once I will share with you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, buddy. So actually, I was preferring to complete that thing in this session only, but the reason is that we have dig into the basic task actually. So that is the only reason why this session is too. large. Anyway, we will cover up in the morning. Okay. And if you have
Yes, sir.
any concern or if you have any issue, please let me know. Okay. And
Yes, sir. At morning, to tomorrow, 8 we will connect, sir.
yeah, we will. I will try to connect at 8 a.m. Okay, but it's up to my health actually, so no issue. But if I will not be available or at that time, please call me on my mobile. Okay, do not dependent on WhatsApp messages because I'm having thousands of messages in my WhatsApp inbox. Okay, so
Yeah,
please,
yeah, sure.
please never WhatsApp. Okay, otherwise you will get a response and delay only. Okay, so just call me.
Yeah,
You have my both numbers, my personal one also you have.
yeah, sure.
That's 70001, correct? So please call me
Uh,
on that number. Anyway, now from further, I will always try to be continue because we have to cover multiple, students and lots of things are
yeah,
pending from my side due to this thing.
yeah, sir.
So
Actually, if you are getting any issue, so you should have to merge all these students with the one class. Actually,
no,
you
not
you
possible.
will.
No, not possible actually. The reason is that because each and every student is on different steps, correct? So I cannot
Yeah,
merge like uh, the finisher or the you know experienced one candidate with the fresher one because it will be frustrating for him actually. So
mm-hmm.
that is the
Yeah,
only
yes.
reason why I'm not able to do that. Okay, so that is not a big deal. Right now I'm feeling somehow I'm feeling healthy and I have almost recovered. Okay, so anyway, we'll continue. Okay, and just let
Yeah,
me know. Rest thing I will take care. Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay, buddy.
And please share me the ISOs, and I have your videos as well, and I will try to
Please,
set up the with
no, no,
that.
no,
And
no. Please do not try in my absence. Okay. Otherwise, it will be a time wasting for me and for you too as well, actually. Okay. So we will cover each and everything with live practicals only because sometimes what happens when I will guide someone, what students actually do, they for sure, they got confused somewhere and they skip some steps. Correct. So that will be a
yes,
troubleshooting part again. So I do not want any troubleshooting right now. For troubleshooting, I have scheduled 9 session, correct? As I told you, sorry, nine is 10 session, correct? So in that
yes, sir.
10 session, we will cover up the troubleshooting part. Not right now. I do not want to perform any troubleshooting in initial stages. Okay.
Yes, yes, sure, sir.
Okay, buddy. So anyway, you can drop the call. So Deepak, are you available right now? I think he's on mute. Anyway, I will talk with him later.
So may I drop the call, sir?
I have also dropped the call. Okay, I will share this recording with you. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, buddy. Bye.
Okay, okay, bye, sir.